Also at the hearing, a congressman on border security and the Enforcement Committee, Representative from Oklahoma, Josh Brecheen. Representative, thank you for being with us. What will be your biggest questions to the sheriff and others about how to enforce the border and use technology to our advantage?
Well, just the cost. Look, we are a nation that is foundering on debt loading. And so one of the things I asked among the Homeland Security committees in weeks past was for the department to start giving us information on the least cost, most productive elements. And so I want to find out what are those technologies? Look, that does not diminish physical barriers. I highly believe in physical barriers. You mentioned your previous guest talked about even the Lone Star program, utilizing some of this technology like drones. But if you look, what is the Lone Star program also doing? They're the ones that are deploying the physical barriers also. And so it's important for the areas that we cannot get a physical barrier across for some reason or another long term, and until those physical barriers exist, to have this technology. But I do not want to see the American people believe that that technology alone can stop what we know long term. History shows us physical barriers work.
And where are you seeing the greatest lapses in the physical barrier along the border as you talk to your colleagues and their constituents?
Look, it's where the Lone Star program ends and another state's lack of enforcement, begins. Sadly, the federal government under this administration has been derelict in their duty to uphold Article 4, Section 4 to ensure that there is a protection from invasion. And so because of that, you've had Texas have to spend billions of dollars of their state budget. And what's happened? We know physical barriers work. The moment those have been deployed, we know that the Department of Public Safety in Texas has started to man stations. What's happened? We've seen the movement not be Texas-oriented anymore. They're moving to New Mexico and California.
So I understand that your concern over the physical borders and some of the lapses and where people are getting through, but the focus of today will be on innovation in technology. How will you marry the two, and what is your greatest hope as you all convene today to discuss this critical issue?
Yeah, the technology can help us fill the gaps until we can get physical barriers. I think that's where we need to stay focused as people who have seen, this large increase of physical barriers being moved away from by the Democrat Party. Joe Biden in 2006 says the reason, as a United States Senator, said the reason why I believe in physical barriers is because of the drugs that move between the ports of entry. And then he becomes president of the United States. His ideological shift says not another foot, shuts down 200 foot that was fully paid for. And so conservatives have to continue the dialogue of we have to get physical barriers in place. The technology is to be there where that can't happen or until we get the physical barriers. And so I see it as a place to be efficient until we can get the physical barrier structure in place along that 2,000-mile border.
We had a graph up just a moment ago of some of the technology being proposed. Drones for one, surveillance on towers another, in the subterranean area looking at better communications and control. Is there a priority on this list, Congressman, that you would like to see put in place to address some of the concerns you have?
Yeah, the least cost, most effective. And that'll be some of my focus today in those conversations. And too often government is not thinking about the cost. And people would say, well, what about the physical barriers? It will pay for itself over time. That's the value of physical barriers. History proves that physical barriers work.
Congressman Josh Brecheen, thank you. We'll be monitoring today's hearing closely. I know it's consequential in securing the border. Appreciate your time, sir. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.